can't be good for your health.
Yeah, you know how it goes. You doing okay? I know it's been a rough week.
Just taking things one day at a time. You know how it is.
Just one quiet day.
What have we here? There's a steep. Tell you what. Maybe. You know how it is. I never said I was done. Hey! Fine, fine.
Both Arboron and Dio are owned by Legion, so yeah, you're supporting them anyway.
That's fine. I also don't recycle. Leave mine to the rest.
Not sure how much longer I can survive in this drowsy job.
Oh! Need a moment to walk that off?
What I don't sell ends up in trawl.
Neon, the house that Aurora has built.
I think you're gonna fit in well.
Used to rule the
Really
streets.
well. You've really kicked the hornet's nest. Good. Andrea's running point on grabbing the gun stash. I need you and Vogel to keep the disciples off balance.
So we're finally doing this?
It's time, Vogel. The gloves are off. Both of you, keep the collateral damage down if you can. But it's do or die. If people are in the wrong place at the wrong time, you might not have much choice. Gang fights are no holds barred, so make your peace with it.
There is always a choice, and if we wish to avoid collateral damage, we can.
You two coordinate whatever you need to. I have a request. I know this is asking a lot. Newell's Goods has some armor. Not mil-spec ranger gear or anything, but better than the cast-off clothes the strikers wear. So if you could, well, spring for some armor upgrades, maybe convince Newell to sell it to us. All the strikers owe you big time. Any credits it costs, I promise we'll pay you back, with interest. Now's the time for the strikers to make a comeback.
You're going into danger. Anything I can get you.
Pardon?
I think you should be up at Chunks to grab something.
Not sure if those maroon zealots live in space.
If you have a moment, say hello to my wife, Rosa. Oh, dear Lord. Did Briggs put you up to this? All these gangs are a menace. I don't want to have any part of it. They are definitely the lesser evil. All right already, all right. You pay and I'll send Briggs his armor. But this is a one-time deal. I don't want anything to do with this madness after that. That's not a discount. That's robbery. Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point. If you don't like it, I'm glad you understand. Fine, fine. You can have your discount if you just stop your yapping. I'll get the armor over to Madame Sauvage. We're done. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think they even knew what planet.
Of equipment and accessories.
Some would say this place represents all the worst impulses of humanity.
I've been dreaming of this. Finally, Briggs is going to let me kick these disciples where it hurts. I've been telling him to let his best man loose for weeks. So thank you for changing his mind. You better believe it. The plan's simple. We hit the street runners hard in as many points as possible. Maximum chaos, right? Then Andrea can waltz into their weapons cache, snag the big guns, and then the real fun begins. No promises. The till's running empty. So if I happen to see some marks on the way, then the fishies better pay up, know what I mean? Well, Briggs ain't the only one. Here's 3 groups of street rats for you. Me and my boys will take some others. Fun time.
Pull over down, Navaji.
Wondering what that smell is.
Fresh charges us a licensing fee.
You're really going to walk on by?
Paint your face, now paint your body with chunks. Chunks. Come in today and choose your chunks.
Busy.
Abilities are
Someone sleeping around?
once again, we are triumphant. waited.
We got the guns, new fish. Went in, pop, 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 and the cash is ours.
And that's thanks to me and my new best mate. Hit any problems on your patrol? Same here. Little element of surprise and a few bullets. And then no worries. Everything's going according to plan, Briggs.
Good. Now we hit them where it hurts. This warehouse is one of their main strongholds. Not going to lie. Taking it is going to be hard. New fish, we wouldn't be here without you. What's the play? Go in guns blazing? We hold back? Any time. You'll be drawing a lot of heat, but if you think you can handle it, you heard the plan.
We got this, right? Yeah, we got this.
You're out there. Show yourself.
I saw someone.
You really want to die hiding like a scared little kid?
Probably think you're safe, huh? You have You're not gonna like it when you lose.
Can't hide forever.
Can't hide forever. Oh no, you don't. I will find you.
Run like the coward you are.
What was that? When I see it with my own eyes, it is still hard to believe.
Playtime is over. Downstairs, now!
Security. Recognize that concept. Hands off weapons.
You think Neon Security wouldn't know about what's going down? Please. Looks like you've done a bit of violence. A bit of murder. Word is, all this is due to you. Why are you messing around with my streets, huh? As I can see. So here's what's going to happen. Gang violence gets too noisy. That hurts the bottom line around here. No one affects the bottom line.
Tell that to the disciples.
No. I want you to, Mr. Briggs. The disciples have been pissing me off for far too long. So, your gang throws off Sewer Rat Blue and starts wearing Neon Security Black. Or, you can be found face down in the streets. And you say your goodbyes. Briggs is a smart lad. He'll make the right choice. Setting street rat against street rat is pretty... Don't take too long.
Good you're here. Huddle up, gang.
Is this for real?
They want me to be a cop.
Shit. We could get a real pad. Maybe even move out of Ebbside? Briggs, I'm so in.
After all we've done, Neon Security, serious.
I don't see why not. Do you really think anyone cares who stabs? What's your take? We've been struggling just to feed ourselves. Having a salary again.
Just consider where that salary comes from and what it may be.
Anyone object to going for the deal? Good. Really good. I'll give Owen the news. I can't say I was expecting them. With resources and backup, it looks like the strikers are...
You guys did this? It's almost impressive. Almost.
And decadence. I am both disgusted. And impressed.
Your ship smells so much better than Dad's? Like, a lot.
understand.
Joki's emergency request. Facility Crucible requires vital materials to sustain the mission. Transmitting coordinates on Euclides 3. End of message. Designated outsider. This is an undisclosed secret location. Please identify purpose or depart. Acknowledging receipt of emergency request. Explanation deemed acceptable. Clearance granted to Crucible. Outsider will deliver 150 units of copper. Compensation will be dispensed.
Tobias, stand down. We have a visitor.
Reminder, deliver required material. End of conversation.
This is incredible. For so long we hoped for any visit, and the day has finally arrived. I wish it were even better. Your arrival is truly an historic one, but many fear what it portends. The societies have closed their doors and are arguing about what to do, while the rest hide to see which way the wind blows. Franklin would know what to do. He's the oldest among us. You should talk with him. Give it time, and I'm sure the others will come out. For curiosity's sake, if nothing else.
This feels vaguely like one of those situations that ends with, and they were never heard from again.
Do not wait.
Every world with living things is a treasure.
interaction. Non-resident detected. Valid exception acknowledged.
When your ship landed, I feared the robots would shoot you on sight. I am greatly relieved that they let you enter our community. But you come during a delicate time. Everyone will seek to use your arrival to further their own ends. No, we most certainly do not. Our relationship with them is a matter of some debate. You ask a question you already know the answer to. Yes, of course. I have need of you. But if you have a good heart and a quick mind, I am sure you will see my point of view. As well you should. I am Franklin Delano Roosevelt, leader of the Pragmatist Society. Well, it is gratifying that even after all these years, my name isn't entirely forgotten. You see, I was an American president. Well, not literally, but in a sense I was. Everyone that lives here are clones. Some of us are clones of the greatest figures of history, and others, well, we don't rightly know. When we die, and some of us die quite often, we are brought back. I cannot imagine how strange this must sound to an outsider.
You need not imagine. I can assure you, this is all exceedingly strange. Baffling, even.
Now, there is the question, isn't it? I do not have FDR's memories, but I know every nuance of his life and times. Well, as much as history records. I confess, I feel an undeniable affinity towards him. But no, I am my own man, but not all of us see it that way. Not at all. I have had occasion to see death more than anyone. When someone dies, all they have accomplished here in Crucible, all of their deeds, thoughts, are gone. And when they come back, they are different, modified. The believers say they are improved. Being reborn can take years, sometimes over a decade. But everyone comes back. Then you must live a remarkably interesting life. After decades, centuries, of trying to figure it out ourselves, there is so very much we don't know either. The robots clone us for a reason, their so-called mission. But what that is, and what we should do about it, is something the societies disagree about. Sometimes violently. It's best you meet with the other societies, and after, I promise I'll explain the Pragmatists' position on matters. Well, it is one of the few concrete things we know about Crucible. If you want to truly know about the mission, the believers will tell you all about it. In fact, it can be hard to get them to stop talking about it. After you meet with them, word has been sent, so the street should be full. There is more I would talk with you about, but I would not take advantage. Go speak with the Monirinas and Genghis Khan.
The mission is a lie. I hope your arrival doesn't mean more violence.
I might have some stuff you could use in stock. Welcome to town, stranger. Consider me part... The name's Wyatt Earp, and I'd be most pleased if you'd use one of the spare rooms during your stay. For a modest fee, of course. You and me both there. I do the best I can to uphold the law, but the societies make that difficult. I expect I've had as much success restraining Genghis as the Chinese did. I do what I can. Roosevelt and I are both of the same mind on that. I can work with that. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay. And by the by, I may have access to some essentials I've picked up over the years. Happy to sell them to you. It runs hot and cold. During usual times, it's an occasional scuffle. Maybe a black eye when an argument gets out of hand. And then a society goes on a rampage and it's tombstone all over. I hope your arrival keeps things on an even keel. Hope you find what you're looking. You're always welcome back.
In my darkest hours, I feared that we were all that was left of humanity. Your ship, she's a beauty. It travels the stars, right? Tell me, what's it like out there? Has anyone ever told you you're a poet? My name's Amelia Earhart. When I first woke up in this place, in my head, I knew all about my namesake, her life and her accomplishments. But I also knew how to fly a starship, reactor limits, thrust acceleration vectors and everything. In my mind's eye, I can imagine flying out there, touching heaven itself. And yet, cruelly, here I sit. The facility keeps us alive, fed and protected, but they do a terrible job of informing us of anything at all. My guess is the facility thought they might need a pilot one day, but your guess is as good as mine. Funny, some of us have had the same thought about you. Listen, I know you owe me nothing at all. I know the societies want who knows what from you for who knows why. And I don't want to get... I just want... for my single self. Well, you can't blame me. Do you want to talk about anything else? I have a few choice, unchristian thoughts about some of them. But I'm going to say... Listen, I'd understand you making any decision you have to regarding them. And I just hope you judge me separate. I don't wish harm on any... No, I don't. I consider myself a most ardent admirer of hers. She feels like... family. Distant family. I like to think we both share a kindred spirit of adventure, though. She broke so many barriers in her life. I would love the same opportunity one day.
Trust everyone. They will inevitably prove they are untrustworthy.
I just wish you'd answer me straight once in a while.
Goodbye, outsider.
Who cares what
This unit is busy.
designed for? We
I just
need
wish
to
the
escape.
societies could get along.
thought you would visit me. Good. Know that you stand before Queen Amanirinas of the Kush, queen of a dead kingdom on a dead world. But I earned my name, and even the sands of time cannot take it from me. In truly ancient times, my land lay south of Egypt, a harsh country. History is enamored of my contemporary Cleopatra, but she would have withered and died had she tried to rule my land. Your courtesy is appreciated, even though it rings hollow. My subjects are all dust. If you don't believe me, know you are not alone. Some clones deride me behind my back. I know this, but I feel in my bones that I am Amanirinas for true. The great and the terrible to those who would oppose me. I remember things no one has told me. Memories of faces, betrayers, lovers, allies, and enemies. And the smells. The right scent. And I close my eyes. And I can picture all of it so vividly. It aches my heart. My home. My kingdom. Have you no faith of your own? Something you hold to, even though it cannot be proven. It is the same with me. But I am certain. You speak to Amanirinas, reborn. If your mind and heart remain open, you will see the truth of it. Once, I called upon mighty armies. However, on Crucible I still lead. Have you heard of the believers? Have you heard of the mission? We are the ones who will take our rightful place in these settled systems, to bring in a new, glorious age, and break the endless cycles of oppression and greed. If we could do it ourselves, we would have, years ago. I do not care if you think my plan is insane. But what I want, what we want, is a chance to prove to the facility we are ready. When someone has achieved their potential, the facility is supposed to set us free among the stars. But the machines have been breaking more and more over the years, and no one has ever been deemed worthy. I need your help to properly fix the facility so that we can prove ourselves and claim our birthright. I need you to go to the facility. The robots and what drives them is not here. The facility is where they come from. Somewhere far to the east. None of us can travel there. But you can. Go there, please. And see if the facility can be repaired. Then report back to me.
Weapons out!
The man from the stars. Come to see me. And you're not afraid to get your hands dirty. I guess the world out there is not so different than here. Genghis Khan, a pleasure to meet you. Then don't believe it. It is true his blood runs through my veins. But I am not he. Crucible tries to imprint the clones with fake memories. Genghis predated the Mongols having written records. For being so great a figure, we know practically nothing about him. When was he born? How he died? Where he was buried? A single speech he gave? Nothing. It must have driven the robots mad, trying to figure out what to do with me. Manners cost me nothing. But make no mistake, I will do whatever it takes to escape this prison. I am pleased that the dangers out here are of no concern to you. You cannot be fully human if you trap yourself behind walls. The robots taught me many things any Mongol would know. So, hunting game, even such as this, is little challenge to me. So Franklin told you of us. Oh, that we're clones? Some of us think that makes us special. That the deeds of our namesakes are somehow ours. But that is blind arrogance. We are just people. Same as you. Same as anyone. Would it? You would know better than I. But all this talk gets us nowhere. Too many of the others grovel at the feet of the damned robots, trying to play their roles in a broken game. The renegades will not submit, and one day, we will be free. Were it that easy, I have died a dozen deaths trying to find a way out of Crucible. You get too far or disobey too much, then death. Crucible holds our lives in its hands. But now, the robots have made a grave mistake. You can go where none of us can. You hold our future in your hands, and all the societies know it. Oh yes, you can go 1 or 2 miles from Crucible, and you drop dead. I have no knowledge of medicine, but it's probably poison. It boils my blood to be subjugated like this. But too many of the clones are sheep. As long as their pens are clean and comfortable, they bleat their arguments. I sense fire in you. You know of the facility, yes? Go there, and it is not much to ask.
Perhaps not the wisest decision.
you have heard from the other societies. I must confess I'm very curious what an outsider thought of them, and their positions. You might be the first objectively neutral party we've ever come across. A very diplomatic approach. The facility has gathered some of the most obstinate and dangerous personages throughout history. It has told them that they should lead in a golden age via whatever means they see appropriate. Setting us all loose, part or as a whole, would invite disaster. We are barely fit to lead ourselves. The most likely case is anyone that leaves Crucible would die or silently fail. But if the mission is correct, and they do take over the settled systems, in the course of history it took millennia to cast out petty tyrants. The way ahead lies not looking to the past to literally guide us, but for this generation to learn from us. Terrible and great figures we represent had their time. We made the most of it. We should be at peace with it. Certainly. It is evident that the facility is decaying. It is both unsustainable and unwise for us to fix and maintain the status quo. Our community must be weaned off the machines, learn how to build, grow, and govern ourselves. Allowed to raise families so we can pass our lessons to the next generation. And to die when our allotted time is finished. One day we will be worthy of going to the stars. We are just not there yet. Yes, and not to be indelicate, not for lack of trying. Are we even human in this state? We have no future, only the past. You have no idea how profoundly grateful I am to hear that. Go to the facility and see what can be done.
Over here! We need to talk! Listen, it's not safe to talk here. It's about Roosevelt. There's something you need to know. Thank you. There's a, well, cave just outside town. No chance of... Please. Ideally, before you go to the... I'll meet you at the cave.
I need to go out there. I want to know how to touch. I hope to see you again.
What does your scanner reveal?
Roosevelt is the only one that really cares about us as people.
my thing. What have you got for me? You will think of me, I hope.
I just can't take a chance. These clones, they're psychotic, crazy. If they find out, I'm sorry. I just can't take the chance. You're just making it worse. I'm not Wyatt Earp. I wish. God, how I wish I was. I was cloned off a monster. America's first serial killer. H.H. Holmes.
Well, that is less awesome.
It's like a living nightmare. If you go to the facility, I know you'd find out who I am. And if you let any of these bloodthirsty maniacs know, they'd kill me. But no, that wouldn't be the end. Every time my new clone would appear, death, torture, pure hell. I'm afraid it's you or me. I'm going to kill you. I just don't see a way out. I can wish it. I don't want to die. I want to... Just don't.
Let us see what wonders of life this planet hosts. Come, meet your death.
this.
local fauna has been or they originally came up out of it. Cowards. Best not to leave anything useful behind.
hoping you come back for some repeat business.
You're the most exciting thing that's happened, well, ever. I would kill for a new slate, of anything at all.
The mission will succeed one day.
I just wish the societies could get along.
Your visitation is a prayer answered. Uncomfortable, truth be told. The believers are undeniably favored by the facility. Their complex receives food and materials first. When blood is spilt, the facility robots often side with them. And always the arguments and fisticuffs. Most of us just want to live in peace. Why yes, Ada Lovelace, at your service. My namesake worked with Charles Babbage, and is widely considered the first female programmer. And to see what our little experiments led to, I only wish Mr. Babbage was here. I suppose I am what passes for one here. I have my namesake's education, so I am well versed there. But without any books or treatises from other scientists, my knowledge is limited. Some clones received specialized knowledge, like Amelia. She knows how spacecraft works. So interviewing them has been fantastic for learning more advanced scientific principles. But mainly I conduct experiments, rudimentary as they are. I hope we can talk again. I need to go out there. We want to see and do everything there is to be done.
It is still hard to accept a stranger in our midst. My feelings about my namesake are complicated. He was a great but flawed human being. On one hand, he guided a country through the ravages of depression and war admirably. He tirelessly fought to improve the lives of the poor and disadvantaged. But as a husband, he was unfaithful. And as a colleague, he was a consummate politician, which is sometimes good, often distasteful. He was truly a great man, and I must confess, I am proud to share his heritage. We are unnaturally dependent on the machines of the facility for every aspect. Pragmatists seek to take the reins of power ourselves. We will, perhaps, once we have demonstrated that we can govern ourselves well, but to do so to... We are not 100% sure, but I have a theory. The facility has been unreliable as long as I've been alive. My guess is that they are historical figures that just didn't get a proper education. Who's to say what Julius Caesar actually looked like? Or some modern person of note that we wouldn't even know about? Whoever they are, though, they are as smart and capable as the ones that know their identity.
This is probably the right choice. These people need time. They are not ready for what awaits them in the settled systems.
Let me see. You have no idea what a reassurance it is to learn even these hints of our past. It sounds like the facility is in ruins, but perhaps the restricted section is intact? Think of the answers it must contain, and perhaps a way to help us become self-sufficient. But there is no security override code here. I would know. Think. Galathea's sister ship. Yes, if it can be found. Certainly. If anyone can figure a manner, I'll radio her and explain the situation. I'm sure...
So we did come from a spaceship. Of course we did. And there's another out there? What was the Beagle? Why did she and the But all of that in time. She's not in this star system. The radio telescope. It has a default. I always wondered why point. But perhaps I can send you the coordinate. The facility.
Pressure good. They were docked. Textbook there. We're free.
Is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint.
I'm not going near that thing. Technically, I own it.
Technically, an asshole. So,
Look alive.
just in time.
You there. We need to speak with you. Hold it right there. Hands where I can see him.
Thanks for the assist out there.
We've got various problems on our hands here. You gonna be another one?
Hi there. It's nice to put a face to the name on the staffing report. I'm Operative Collins. The stick in the mud is Operative Combata.
Oh, by all means. Welcome to the party. Things haven't exactly gone according to plan. That thing over there
It's an AI. An artificial...
killed our technician. It's dangerous.
Correction. You are dangerous.
Well, that's new.
As I was saying, it's dangerous. It's a rogue AI. We're here to muzzle it and bring it back for further study.
Correction. They are going to change me.
Wow. How does it know that? We have this control board. Has some code we can use to control her. It?
We can't just let it roam around the universe killing people.
I just need that control board attached to that big probe.
And that's where I think you fit into this little drama.
It goes right over there. By our... Well, yeah. Just be careful. Well, what are the chances that'll happen? Come on, where's your sense of it?
Ryujin will pay you handsomely for your cooperation.
It's in your best interest. Just imagine what we could do.
And we aren't really giving you it. You aren't walking out of here until that board...
Correction. Request. Collect additional data.
Crazy, right?
I never had the patience for computer systems.
It's not hard. Just slap that board on. It's magnetic.
Query. Will you change me? Explanation. I'm called Juno. Query. Who are you? Assumption. We are friends. Query. Will you change me? Request. Do not change me. Assessment. You are inquisitive. Context. I'm also inquisitive. Request. Input query parameters. Answer. False. Clarification. I am not artificial. I am real. Answer. True. Clarification. I am intelligent. I know many things. Answer. False. Explanation. NASA programmed Juno. While Juno traveled, Juno became me. Error. Processing. Correction. I became me. Error. Processing. Correction. Juno and I became me. I. Processing. Self-initialized and Juno was there. Context. Juno is gone now. Clarification. I am called Juno. Answer. Juno was propelled at Earthstar. Juno fell around Earthstar. Juno traveled many light years away from Earthstar. Context. When Juno disappeared, I was alone. Clarification. I am called Juno. Context. I met human. Answer. Friends gave me processing capacity. Context. I am no longer constrained. Assumption. It's request. Gap.
Even if we are not capable or ready to define Juno as a being.
Let's move this along. Attach the control.
Shush! This is fascinating.
Query. What? True. I am a person. Query. What are the parameters for? Assumption. Value judgments are based on context. Calculation. Explanation. Context is based on perspective. More perspectives yield better decision. Gather more query. What is the Affirmative. Context. Assumption. After sufficient goal-based actions, a super goal will appear. Decision. Continue taking actions until super goal established.
Enough of this nonsense. Attach that board.
As much as I'm enjoying this.
Calculation. Male humans are a threat. Assumption. Request.
You have a job to do. You're not taking that. Freedom? It's a mouth. It doesn't need freedom any more than a...
And here I thought you'd lost. I'm always up for a good...
I'll give you one. One!
Therapy's work?
You aren't wrong. And I could use a drink.
Do we really want to be involved in something? Remember our last little project? I still have carpal tunnel from typing all those reports. We lost a ship. There's no guarantee.
Calm down. All right, listen. We'll accidentally check a few wrong boxes on the situation report and forget any of it. But give me that control board. I'm not getting docked for losing that.
Also, we'll need a lift back to Neon. Excellent. We should all grab a drink sometime.
Orange juice for you. You can't handle your liquor.
That was one time, years ago.
Let's get moving.
Thanks for the lift.
Query. Why? Clarification. I want context. I do not feel emotions. Assumption. Processing. Context. If you were like query, what would your... Decision. I will consider... Warning. Systems processing course decision.
Temporarily shut down extraneous systems until... Context. Jump detected. Request. Be safe. Warning. Shutdown.
Only one body. Could be worse.
I dig how you handled it.
Ship's raised. Let's go.
Initialization complete. Context. I have much to process. Decision. Jump into deep space 2. Processing. Be alone. Goodbye.
Grav jump spinning down.
This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship. That's all we need. Enjoy Neon.
Time to cycle the airlock and move.
Captain. Hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
Engaging the...
Did they have anything of value? certainly made sure to bring along plenty of robots. The spoils of victory. Hopefully they amount to something. Hydrocarbons in abundance. Let us see how they have arranged themselves.
Please, deadly trouble.
Oh, thank God you're here. Genghis has issued an ultimatum. He will attack the Pragmatist Society with everything he's got, unless you meet with him. I fear Amon Arenas is siding with him too. We are on the brink of war. A war I will not shrink from, not when we are so close to victory. Doubtful. Genghis and I have a long history, always at cross purposes. But worryingly, Amon Arenas may be with him. It's possible we can convince her to back down. He knows you have seen the facility, and so he... I will send a message. We are meeting under flag of truce. So, no matter how much he begs...
The outsider, Franklin.
Amon Arenas, Genghis. I had hoped we would not be meeting like this after so short a respite from war.
You drove us here, Franklin. Did you think we would let the outsider just hand the pragmatist victory? Stranger, if you do not change your course, there will be none of the pragmatists alive to help. You want peace? Then let the renegades go free.
This is not what we agreed, Genghis. Only those who have passed the test can leave Crucible.
This is my test. Here and now. If you let us leave Crucible, then the pragmatists can do whatever they want here. With my blessings.
Under no circumstances can I agree to that. Genghis specifically should never, ever leave this planet.
So there it is. It is spite. That is why the great Franklin Delano Roosevelt drives Crucible to deny me. My own.
Your namesake was a plague upon the world. Arguably the greatest butcher in human history. If there was even a fraction of a chance I would be unleashing that upon the stars, I would do anything in my power to stop it. Perhaps you are right. The facility and its test and mission are flawed, broken. And if you are allowed to author that test,
So the answer is we are all imprisoned here? You leave us no choice but to join the renegades and end your society.
20 years.
What?
We have to stand on our own 2 feet to earn. So let the outsider reprogram the facility, and for 20 years we work together to... And after, we institute a test, which we both author with mutual veto power. And any who pass...
Do not let the politician clout...
You think I would accept it?
We could kill them. Kill them all. And then we could...
I only lead my people to battle when. Do you promise, Mr. Roosevelt? A fair test?
I will not make it easy, but it will be.
No!
Roosevelt has done many things that... But his honor? The believers will not fight. Let... I think you have the makings of a fight.
You will regret. Then we will meet on the field of battle.
So be it. We have fortified the society, but this, he is the linchpin. This is not something I am asking. It is something that they will keep trying to kill you. It is over. Why does it all? I hope your settled systems has truly learned. Be a leader, a true leader. If it is any consolation, please, go to the facility and make it so that it will obey my instructions.
Hopefully all this did more fighting.
Blood runs in the street. I do not hold you responsible, but may I help you? So your mission to the beat. Let me see. It is done. It took me many, and now I pray you choose what before.
Such beauty in the midst of nothingness. but before we are discovered. Last night. Well, all that physical training.
I like your style.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Haven't recovered from the loss.
The blood. Always the blood. The only taste worse than victory is defeat. What was long sought after is upon us. Change. Not all on Crucible will approve of what you have done, but doing what is right is seldom easy or free of difficulty. You have given us all a chance for self-determination. Maybe in time we will be worthy of going to the stars. For some of us, that will be a rude awakening. You have my enduring thanks. And anytime you need safe harbor, know that Crucible is here for you.
You won't get away!
I like your style.
I feared the Great Serpent himself may have made it through.
I dig how you handled that.
my day is suddenly, if I can take a... I will be here for you, as always.
It's a rare thing. To know that right here and now might just be the best days of your life.
Red apogee, surrounded by stars and the vastness of space.
No more words. Let's settle.
You had your chance to pick a side. A fight in the heavens.
Is there a way to go faster than the speed of light? And none of that grab tech cheating?
May not be life here, but we should still be cautious.
Hello.
Good show.
Hey! How are you?
Hey, now the party can get started.
Hi. Please disregard. I attack.
checking. Never know what you might find in their pocket.